Welcome back, everybody, to the XCAA. We are in the Sweet 16 on the left side of the bracket. The right side of the bracket will be shown over the weekend for Sweet 16 matchups. So in this episode, you guys are just getting the left side of the bracket between Michigan State, Virginia Tech, and Kentucky versus Notre Dame, Gonzaga versus Georgetown. So those are going to be your 4 games on tap tonight. And of course, we will talk about the other matchups on the right side of the bracket here at the end of tonight's video. All right, Virginia Tech and Michigan State. It's going to be a tough battle. Both teams, probably Michigan State has a little bit more defensive edge than I would say that Virginia Tech has. Of course, Virginia Tech, though, has a lot more offense. And yes, Michigan State has some offensive weapons of their own. You guys have gotten familiar with their names, the custom prospects, and we won't talk about them too much, giving you a refresher of who they are. You guys will know them as soon as you see them. You'll remember who they are. And here's one, Will Botwinski. Take a look at the effort there. Driving down low, taking the hard contact from Orlando champion. He's going to get the 2 and the 1. It's now 21-16, Michigan State, and Dennis Pavard, another custom prospect, working hard down low. Good defense by Pavard on Orlando champion, and that's going to be a rebound for Michigan State. Botwinski to Pavard. That team up right there, that dunk is going to make it 25-16. On the other end, Virginia Tech will get a dunk of their own. So far, it was kind of getting out of hand. Michigan State was taking the lead, a big one, extending that lead out, but Virginia Tech is on the comeback trail here late in the second quarter. It's now 30-27. RJ Jacobeth, another custom. He's going to take this thing all the way back up court, and then he's going to find his teammate there. That's Jackson Gordon, another custom prospect who kind of like is in the Malachi Hendricks role. Like, he kind of disappears. Nobody really remembers who he is, but he's a producer. He's kind of like this team's X factor. You know, you got Marcus Anthony out here, but he's a pretty darn good player, guys. We got a 3 ball is going to go for Michigan State, 33-31, and then Jackson Gordon with that nice little move to the basket. I like Jackson Gordon. Again, like, he's just a guy that just produces, is kind of flies under the radar, and this is kind of the same thing that happened with Malachi Hendricks last year. If you guys remember, up until crunch time, like when games started to really come down to crunch time, like games that started to matter, he showed up. He showed up, and that's what Jackson Gordon is doing here in this Sweet 16 matchup. We get a block from Pavard, and out the other way comes Michigan State, and this shot from Smalls, he's going to hit a 3. It's a big shot again for Mr. Smalls. 38-36. We got another turnover here for Michigan State, and there we go, another 3 ball. So turnovers, and then 3 balls from Small. What do you know? And then look at Jackson Gordon with the slam dunk. He just had an open lane. He took it. He obliged. He said, thank you very much. I'm going to take that easy too. Marcus Anthony here with a 2 ball to go. Jacobeth with a nice screen for Marcus Anthony, and Jacobeth is there for the offensive rebound. He gets the dunk, guys. It is 45-44. Stevens is going to miss, but good hustle again by Dennis Pavard. He is so tall and so lanky. I'm not surprised that he's going to be a rebound machine here at college and at the next level. I think that's going to translate really well. Botwinski here for State, going to hit a 3. It is now 59-57, and some really nice moves from Jackson Gordon, and he's going to get the 2 off the backboard plus the foul. He will hit the free throw to go up by 1. 60-59. Stevens with the miss. Rebound, Jackson Gordon. Now out come the Hokies. We've got Jacobeth open, and then the dunk. Nice dunk there. Champion setting up the offense here. Probably got to take care of that basketball, man. He might turn it over. He gets it off the backboard. Good shot. 67-61 late here, fourth quarter. And Champion is going to go all the way. He got it and the foul. It's an 8-point lead. And my friends, that is going to do it. Virginia Tech survives an otherwise really good game by Michigan State to pin them in the corner, pin them back in their corner, man. Pin them up against the wall, and like had to really maneuver out of that scary situation. Like, look at the points in the fourth quarter. And if you look at the first quarter, Michigan State won that. They were close in the second. Third, they beat them by 5, and then fourth quarter, 6 points. a total of 6 points in the fourth quarter. That is going to cost Michigan State. Orlando champion here with 22, Gordon with 20, Marcus Anthony only with 11 points and 5 assists. So he did what he had to do. I think that was the game plan. Michigan State wanted to play that brand of basketball that they do here, especially with this team, a little more defensive-minded. They want to take their star point guard away, and they pretty much did that. All things considered, I think it just opened up everybody else on that really scary Virginia Tech team. All right, so that was the South region opener. Now we're going to go to the Midwest region between Kentucky and Notre Dame. There's your starting lineups here up on the screen. A couple of custom prospects here in this game. Actually, there's a ton of them, and I think a lot of them are going to be going here in the first round. This is a very, very talented group of players, especially between these two teams. There's going to be a lot of representation there in the XBA draft between these two squads, and you're going to see that. You're going to see that light up the draft board for sure. A lot of Benji Adams talk, a lot of Gregory talk. You see him there making a block. You got Dom Highland here. Nice pass to Benji Adams with the flashy dunk. He's being compared a lot to. He's got some similarities to Malik Jones, and I know Malik Jones was a top 5 pick, and Benji Adams is making that case here with a lot of these flashy dunks. And it's just really tough Kentucky team, guys. It is 16-8. You got to get a big guy down low here, Nick Wingate. He's a tough player. You got Dom Highland, who's hitting everything in sight. You got Gregory there, just a really big body. He's pretty much like a Wally Kane type of build who's playing for the Pittsburgh Paladins. You guys remember him. It's just a really tough team, and Notre Dame is just trying to hang. You know, you got good players like Von Prado, DJ Anthony. You got players like Bazemore, Barnes here with the 3-ball. That's a good shot by Barnes to get him back within 4, 29-25. And then you got another custom prospect here, Endure. Look at, I mean, you can see him on the court from a mile away with that hairdo. He's a good player too. So a lot of players here that are just going to be really sought after for any XBA team. Here's a nice shot from Barnes. He's going to hit again. 29-33. Highland is going to give it off here to Macy, a non-custom prospect. He's going to hit the wide open 2. 4-point game here still, 35-31, and then we might have a shot here. No, he's going to kick it out, and now all the way out to Dom Highland. That was a perfect play call, and Highland's looking around like, yeah, everything I touch, if I'm wide open, it's going in. Here's Highland again. He's got contact, and he's just going to put it in off the backboard. Gregory fires up a 3-ball, and he's going to hit. Something that we didn't see a whole lot of from Wally Kane, but Gregory can do that. He can hit that shot, and then we got a fadeaway jumper. No good from beyond the arc. Here's a 3-ball from Benji Adams, and that's going to go. That's just another wide open shot for Kentucky, and it's seeming to get into blowout territory right now, 56-42. Here's Benji Adams to Nick Wingate, who had the takeover going on right there with the dunk. Clayton Bazemore here with a 3-ball shot. That's going to go. So that's going to be a good shot there, a good wide open shot. 3-ball from Benji Adams. He's just on fire. Like, his back was turned to the basket, and then all of a sudden he's firing up a 3. Nice pass to Gregory in the corner for another 3. It's now 67-55. So Notre Dame comes back just a little bit. They're down by 12. They're going to need a couple big shots, a couple turnovers too, to get right back into this. Still a 7-point deficit for Notre Dame, and then just wide open. There's Dom Highland again. He's going to go in for 2. 71-62. Bazemore gets it to go. That's a really tough shot to make. He gets it. That's a 7-point lead, and now Highland is going to actually miss a shot. Bazemore passes it out here, and then we got a dunk. Nice dunk. That's an awesome play for Notre Dame there. 5-point deficit now. Dom Highland down low. He can't get it to go. And now out comes Notre Dame. Are they going to fire up a 3? No. They're going to play it conservative and go for 2. They are going to get it. It's a 15-6 run. Yeah, in the last 3+ minutes for Notre Dame. Highland, though, up by 3. He's going to miss, so Highland has gone cold. Every time he's missed, Notre Dame comes back and gets points. But we got a turnover here with 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Endure takes it all the way out for a 2. And it is now 73-69. Notre Dame will get to the line. They miss a free throw. That is going to turn costly as Benji Adams turns this miss into 2. We got 2 more for Notre Dame. No. It is 75-69. That was a shot that they absolutely needed. With 1:15 to go, Highland finally makes up for all those missed shots. He makes that one, and is 80-71 as your final score. Kentucky will advance to the Elite Eight in the Midwestern region, and they await the winner of Gonzaga or Kansas. Kentucky or Gonzaga and Kansas. Man. Woo, a lot of blue bloods here in this Midwest region that I'm seeing. But hey, you know, Benji Adams with 22, Highland with 18, Wingate actually had a nice day, Gregory with 13, and Dor with 10. So all those guys really, really performed under this pressure game, and Kentucky just looks like they're a scary, scary team. Unfortunately for the Fighting Irish, they had a really nice game from Bazemore with 21, DJ Anthony with 12. It was a good effort. You know, they hung in there with Kentucky, but again, Kentucky's just really tough, and just, you know, they're a good shooting team. Got good defense too with Gregory and Wingate. They're a tough team, man. They're a tough team. So we will see if Kansas, especially, is going to take care of Georgetown, and if Georgetown shows out like they just did here, they got the steal from the opening possession and hit a 3-ball. Scalabrini for Kansas has multiple opportunities, but good defense by Georgetown. If Georgetown can win this game, you know, do they stand a chance against Kentucky? I don't know. But what I do know is that they have a lot of good offensive pieces with DeAndre Jones. They've got guys like Malcop Blart, Jimmy Blart. Oubre is a good shooter too. So you never know. But Kansas, they are loaded. Buddy Mayer Jr., their freshman point guard, is going to dunk this thing, making it 8-7. We got a wide open shot here from Jones. He's going to drill it. Jones again for 3. He's going to drill that one. It's 14-13. Scalabrini. Oh, I thought he might have passed that off to James Vine, but look at Vine with the offensive rebound, and then he takes it in with a dunk. Oubre for 3. He's got that one too. It is a 19-19 game. Nice pass from James Vine, so he's able to see the full court, and then look at, he gets to the open space and anticipates that his teammate is going to find him there. He gets the dunk again, and Georgetown is going to hit an end of the first quarter shot. That is good from Jones. I love DeAndre Jones. He's just so smooth, man. That's one of the big things that I look for with certain players here in this, even in real life, really, is just how much juice do you got? Do you got any agility? Do you got lateral quickness? Like, how smooth is your stroke? Like, Jones is pretty darn good. I would be looking out for him in the first round, definitely. So we got a 3-ball from Scalabrini. He's going to drill it. 40-37. Lebowski, we don't see his name called a whole lot, but that's another custom prospect for Kansas. He's going to hit this, and a missed shot from Georgetown at the end of the second quarter. And the first half is done and over with. It is a 42-37 ball game. 59% compared to 58%. Now, those two percentages are obviously very good for two really good shooting teams. It's still a single deficit game here for Georgetown. They could make a comeback. They just need a couple turnovers, some missed shots from Kansas, but when they keep feeding their guys down low, that's hard to do. And then when they've got guys like Scalabrini who can hit that shot with ease, again, it just makes it even more difficult. But you're going to need a guy like Jones. You're going to need a guy like Oubre to be starting to hit some 3-balls too, and they're definitely going to be trying that, and that's something you don't want to do, is go down low, challenge James Vine. He gets the big-time block, and then this is just a mismatch. Scalabrini with the miss, but James Vine is going to get his own missed shot for the dunk on DeAndre Jones. And the foul, mind you. 3-ball, good from Georgetown. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter as that one was hit. Let's jump over to the fourth quarter here, 69-57, and look at Vine again. And how did he get that off? He was perpendicular. He was like, the ball was lateral to the hoop. He wasn't facing the hoop. He had to shoot it sideways to get it in. Like, that's how insane that shot was. But guys, that's gonna do it. That's going to do it. So it was in getting into blowout territory. Georgetown just could not hang. Kansas started hitting some really crazy shots, and that's the final, 83-76. So Hoyas did pull back a little bit after they started getting blown out there in the fourth quarter. They did score 21 in the fourth to stave that comeback. Actually, I shouldn't say stave, but try to push for that comeback, but Still, yet again, they got too much in a deep hole, and 76-83 is your final score. They beat him by 7. James Vine for 28 and 13 rebounds. He got a double-double in a Sweet 16 matchup, so James Vine is a beast. James Vine is a hoss. Now, the question for the Jayhawks is they've now advanced to the Elite 8 as they take on Kentucky. For them, it's how are they going to stop James Vine? How is Kentucky going to stop James Vine? And on the other end, obviously, with Kansas, is how are you going to get James Vine open? He doesn't make a whole lot of wide open shots, like jump shots. He's going to have to try to back down on Nick Wingate, and that might be pretty tough. But let's get into this matchup here. We got Creighton against Virginia, and Virginia is kind of a team that we knew was kind of in that dark horse territory, but Creighton is just so good, and they're so talented. So when you look at a lot of these matchups here between players and talent on the court, you would think that Creighton is going to take care of business here. But we know that Virginia plays good defense, and they're not going to play good defense here as they leave this guy wide open. That is a non-custom prospect, I should say. And we got Braun here hitting a 3. That is a custom prospect, and Virginia actually has the lead. Surprisingly, 15-12. Colvin with the nice little step back, but he is not going to hit. And out come the Cavs. And we got Will Carr going down low, and Colvin is going to pick up the foul, or give the foul, I should say, on Carr. 18-12, and that shot's going to be no good from Colvin yet again. So he's starting to get a little bit cold, and now here come the Cavaliers again one more time, and down low for 2. That's good to go. 10-point lead for Virginia, and Pierce with the big-time block, the custom prospect, the center / power forward. He can do it all. And then we got Will Carr down low. He's got it to go. 29-20. Here's Pierce for 2. Somehow he gets it to go. Apollo Steele back out on the court. He was not on the court when Pierce made that play look easy. Colvin with the steal, though. He's going to take it all the way in transition for the dunk. The flashy dunk yet again by Colvin. Steal on Isaiah Nikos, one of maybe a top 10 consensus pick, and he just kind of disappears in some of these games, and I have not seen a whole lot from Nikos that I particularly like, except for this play. This one really stood out here. He's gonna get the offensive rebound, but he's gonna turn it over. He just was dinking around there down low a little bit too much, didn't find an outlet, and that's gonna lead to 2 more points for Virginia, and it is a 45-33 game. Colvin firing up a prayer shot, and it's no good, of course. And it's a 12-point game at halftime. And Colvin's a little frustrated because he knows how good this Creighton team is. 43%. And are you kidding me right now? Look at that number. 71%. They are hitting 71%. Insane. In the first half of a basketball game, a college game, no less. 71%. Either they're just giving up a lot of easy looks, Creighton is, or Paulo Steele is just not having a good game, and he actually comes up big time with a steal here, gets points in transition there, and Creighton is on the comeback trail. So we spoke a little too soon. They're finally figuring it out a little bit. Good defense there by Apollo Steele to take away the alley-oop pass. Now Colvin is going to blow by his man, and then the dunk right in front of Will Carr. That's a really good move. 47-50, and then Colvin is actually going to get blocked here, but Gilbert, the non-custom, gets the shot off, and that one's going to get tipped, but Steele is there. Now this is the guy that might be that sneaky little X factor that a team always needs, is Apollo Steele. He did not have a good first half. He's starting to come back and come around a little bit, and of course, now that he's out there doing some things defensively and offensively, they're coming back. 52-52 game. Creighton takes the lead. Non-custom prospect hitting that shot. It is now 58-56, and a potential steal here. No. Cavaliers get the ball back, and a fadeaway jump shot. Oh my goodness. The 3 ball is going to go. That was crazy. There's no reason for that. Guys don't usually make that. 62-59. 3 ball from Braun is going to go. Creighton will tie the game eventually. 66-66 down low here. That's going to go non-custom. Carr for 3. He's going to miss, but look who's there. Pierce is there, and somehow it rattles home with the foul as well from Apollo Steele. Colvin challenging. He gets down low. He gets the 2. 72-70. Creighton will take the lead. And we got a shot here from Carr right over top of Apollo Steele. He's going to make it. We got less than a minute to go. Colvin missed, but look at this Nikos play. Isaiah Nikos with the putback slam dunk variety. We got Braun here for a 3. He's going to hit. 75-74 game, guys. It is going back and forth. Both teams really want this Elite 8 appearance. Colvin down low. Good play there by Colvin to draw the foul on a really, really tough shot. Yep. You better raise your raise your game up, man, because now Creighton is tied. Colvin will take. No! He misses the free throw, and out come the Cavaliers in a tie game with 35 seconds left. Pass to Trickett. He's going to give it back to Carr. Carr, no! He goes backwards. He didn't know where he was. He's going to get the backcourt violation. That's going to give the Blue Jays another shot to take the lead. Colvin with some moves, and he's going to get the shot off, but a foul on Cooper, the custom point guard, and Colvin will hit the first with 18.9. Is he going to clutch up and hit the second? He will. Remember, he missed the other free throw earlier on the last time he went to the line. Creighton will take the lead here, 77-75. 7 seconds left on the clock. Cavaliers have a chance to tie the game. No, they're going to go for it all. Cooper hits the 3. Cavaliers take the lead, and Colvin's got one more shot to go. He misses. And Virginia is going to win the game and advance to the Elite 8 on a last-second shot. They could have gone for 2 to tie. They went for the win. And the Virginia Cavaliers will stun the Creighton Blue Jays, the far more talented and maybe the snubbed number 1 seed, snubbed to a 2 seed in that South region. They run into a Virginia team that's hot, and they will lose. They will get bounced. Ugh, Creighton fans, I know you feel it. I know you feel it. But guys, there is your new matchup for the Elite 8. Virginia Tech versus Virginia in that Elite 8 matchup in the South region. Going to the Midwest, we've got Kansas against Kentucky. And oh my God, I cannot believe that is the result, guys. Absolutely insane what happened at the end of that game. That is crazy. So I can imagine the chat right now is just going nuts. They really wanted Creighton. I wanted Creighton. I wanted to see some more Bernard Colvin. I wanted to see some more Apollo Steele, Nikos. I wanted to see those guys advance and take on Virginia Tech. That would have been a nice matchup there in that region. But fortunately, we're not going to get that. And it sucks. It sucks. I'm not going to lie to you. It kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. That means it just paves the way for Virginia Tech to kind of just waltz right into a Final Four appearance. But hey, you know, this is why you do CPU versus CPU, and you just stick to the sim. You know, it takes your little bias out of the whole equation. So it is what it is. That will be the Midwest and the South region Sweet 16 finals. We're going to the Elite 8. Those are your Elite 8 matchups, guys. And up on the screen, you've already seen it a couple times. But that's going to be your West and East Sweet 16 matchups. So we're now on the right side of the bracket that we're going to be covering over the weekend. So guys, leave a like if you like this thing. I will see you then. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.